me personally, I was like, well, I was doing all the stuff that the gurus were saying, and then Mario's talking about like frequencies and relationship with family, and I was like, what is this? And he basically painted a picture which was like, hey, you can be a founder, a CEO, you can get success, but you don't have to kill yourself working really hard for it. You don't have to punish yourself for not working hard, and it all comes from up here, and it all connects with the body. And I was at the same time, it took me a while to not be like, okay, this seems a little bit woo-woo, but I was open to it. I was like, let me hear him, because he's worked with a lot of successful people. He's helped people like Andre. He's helped a lot of people around the world. So I was like, there's something there. There must be something that I can learn from him. One of the biggest lessons that Mario taught me is when you start to feel anxious, stressed, or like you have back pain, that's basically your mind and body crying like a little child, saying, hey, I'm really worried about it. And what I was doing for the beginning of this year, many years, is I was basically telling that child, hey, shut up, stop being a bitch, do some work. And that negative talk meant that I would never allow myself to have some compassion for myself. And how all those changes affected my life in business was, if things were tough, I'd be like, look, things are tough. That's just the game. At least I get to work on this. When I would have issues with team members, I came from a different perspective, where it wasn't like, oh, like these people are like this, or oh, I'm a terrible person like this. It just came from a place of peace. I feel like the last 6 months I've been running a business like a real leader, rather than somebody who's just trying to do as much at the same time, balance all these plates and not go crazy doing it. So it's made things a lot smoother. It's made me actually very grateful that I get to do what I get to do, which is make videos online for brands and helping them grow. I don't need to take every deal that comes in. I'm not thinking of that scarcity of, oh, I need to get these guys and I need to do whatever I need to do to win them over. Because I was like, look, life's good. I have a good relationship with my family. I don't have that feeling of having to please anybody anymore as much. It meant that when I'd go on sales calls, confidence increased. I closed some deals. Last week I closed a $9,000 paid in full deal, which I have never done ever in my life. The max I ever closed was like a $3,000. And I was like, yeah, so it's 9,000. They're like, cool. I was like, great. Here's the contract.
What would you say to someone who is thinking about doing this work with me and has a business but is skeptical at the beginning, wants to scale their business? What would you tell them?
I would tell them that it's okay to have that skepticism. It's normal. I think we don't come from I don't come from a culture of accepting these things, but it works. I would tell them that you're probably not giving yourself enough compassion for some things. There's probably some relationship somewhere that needs some work, and you will be surprised at the exponential growth that comes from fixing what's in here. So I would say just be open for it, give it a go. What's the worst case? You cry a little bit on a call.